Hi, my name is Mowery. I'm 27 years old and I live in beautiful Boulder, Colorado. I'm a visual merchandising manager for Macy's and I currently rent a condominium by myself here in Boulder. I have two cats, one of whom is right here. This is little Miss Percy. My other cat Rudy will probably be through the video at some point in time, and I also have a little lovebird named Zorro. Starting out, my home buying process so far has actually been not completely too stressful. I did a lot of research about home buying in general before I actually went out and started to look. So I pretty much knew exactly what to expect, and there weren't too many surprises. I think that was probably one of the best things about all the research that I did, was it was very beneficial in reducing my stress level during the home buying process. There hasn't been really anything scary so far, but probably the best emotion was when I walked into the place that I'm currently under contract for, and just knowing, like, I want to buy, excuse you Percy, I want to buy this place. This is the place I want to live at. So what is prompting me to buy not just a new home, but my first home, has a lot to do with the fact that I'm in a location now where I know I want to be for at least a couple years, if not possibly longer. I moved to Boulder from Sacramento, California about 7 months ago, and when I got here it was just this feeling of absolutely loving everything about this town and just feeling like this is a place I want to be and I want to continue to be. And I also calculated about how much I've spent in rent over the past almost decade of renting, and it's about $70,000. Woo! When you put that into perspective, not that I regret paying that money, because rent is just another cost of living, and I haven't been ready to buy up until this point in time, but that really put it into perspective for me. As for what I'm looking for in a new home, I'm particularly looking at one-bedroom condominiums. I think that's probably most reasonable in my price range. I'm going through the city's affordable housing program, which is just an amazing program. So I don't have a ton of options to choose from in my price range, but some of the important things that I'm looking for have to do with the location. I want to be 28th Street is kind of the main street that runs through Boulder. I'm currently on the east side of 28th, and I want to be on the west side of 28th. That's just kind of where more stuff is going on in town. Nothing is too far in Boulder, but I would love to be even a little more centrally located than I am now. So far I haven't had to make too many tough decisions in my house hunt. My realtor Summer, I kind of gave her my guidelines and she showed me pretty much exactly what I was looking for. But as far as, you know, choosing where I wanted to live, I did kind of have to make the decision, do I want to, you know, try and be a little more centrally located and purchase something that may be a little more expensive or maybe not as big, or do I maybe want to be just a little less centrally located and pay less and have maybe some more amenities. For me personally, I'm all about location, and if I am in a location where I can walk to my favorite coffee shop or my favorite market, then that's a better quality of life for me, and I don't need the fanciest, biggest apartment in the world. My budget for purchasing my home is at the max around $110,000. $105,000 is a lot more manageable from a monthly payment perspective, so I'm going to be looking in that range. And I came to that conclusion just based on talking with my lender and saying this is about how much I want to pay, and then looking at different places as far as what the HOA fee is and what's realistic. When it comes to saving, I'm very good with my money. I know how to live within my means, still have a good time. I'm getting, both my parents are gifting me money towards my down payment, which is extremely helpful. And on top of that, I have my own personal money and savings that is going to go towards the purchase of my home and my down payment. My current living situation is renting a condo here in Boulder, and actually the condo is more than I need. I have a great parking space and storage, and it's much bigger than where I lived in California. I can almost see the mountains. There's deer outside my window in the springtime and in the summer. It's a really, really great place. I like it a lot. I'm just, ready to buy. I don't really have any time constraints moving. I am currently in a lease, so when I do move out, I'm going to have to find a subleaser. So lastly, why should you guys pick me to be on House Hunters? I gave a lot of thought to this, and I wanted to be genuine. And I feel that I represent a new generation of home buyers who have seen the horrible, horrible things that have gone through in the market in the past few years, and foreclosures, and it's a little scary and daunting to, buy a home when you've heard all these scary stories. So the way to remedy that is to educate yourself. Learn about home buying. Is it right for you? And that's exactly what I did. I went to classes, I went to orientations, I networked, I met people, and then when I was actually ready to buy a home, it was extremely easy. So that concludes the interview portion of my video. Next, I'm going to be taking you all on a little tour of my current place. So this is my tour of what I like to call the Mowery Mountain Lodging and Accommodation. That's actually what I named my apartment on Foursquare. First, I guess I should go ahead and introduce my roommates. This is my cat Rudolph. Everybody knows him as Rudy. He's 8 years old, and my special guy, I've had him for a very long time. This is Little Miss Persimmon, aka Percy. I got her, I rescued her from an animal shelter I was volunteering at. She wants nothing to do with being held right now. A lot of what I look for kind of does revolve around them. Although please do not portray me as a crazy cat lady, because dating is already hard enough and I don't need any more cards stacked against me. So as far as what I'm looking for in a place, definitely windows, a lot of natural light for me as well as the animals. They love that. They love windows. They love looking outside. So this is my living room, dining room, entertainment room in here. Coming over here, I have my bike. Bike is essential in Boulder. I haven't been riding it that much because it's been cold, but once the warmer weather comes around, definitely want to be out and about on my bike. As well as my snowboard down here, my little pride and joy. I have a beautiful snowboard that I get lots of compliments on. I do not get that many compliments on my skills though, so that is something I am working on. This is my little kitchen over here. It pretty much suits all of my needs. It's a little small. I wouldn't mind maybe possibly having a bigger kitchen, and also maybe something that kind of looks out into the living room, entertaining area. If I'm buying something, I wouldn't mind having kind of a little dining area. It doesn't have to be anything big. I could fit a dining table here, but it has kind of just become the area for scratching posts and and cat toys. This apartment is great. I have a lot of storage. I have a huge storage closet in here. I love my little intercom system. I think it's pretty fancy. Never had one of those before. I like that a lot. Very nice little bathroom area in here. Everything kind of connects, so what's nice about this is someone can be using the shower or the restroom, but still be, I can be doing my makeup out here, and it doesn't interfere. And I have it's a little cramped in here, but I have a pretty nice little walk-in closet. Although I wouldn't mind having my closet separate from my bathroom area, because what tends to happen in here is I need to keep the cats out of my clothes. My cats like to crawl in the clothes, they like to sleep in the clothes, and it's really hard to keep them out of this area going in and out of the bathrooms. My bedroom in here, pretty standard, nothing too fancy. What's nice, I have a window right by where my bed can be. I love sleeping with my window open. Although it makes me a little nervous being on the ground floor. Another reason why I would want to be on the second floor unit. This is my laundry area right now. One thing I would love, love, love in a condo or a home or anything I buy is to have my own washer and dryer in my unit. This is my car, Leslie. Subarus, I don't know if you're aware, Subarus are very, very popular in Colorado. So I fit right in here when I move. I also have a huge amount of storage space here. I love this. Both of these are mine. So definitely somewhere where I'm looking to move, I would like to have at least some amount of storage space. And preferably, doesn't necessarily have to be an indoor garage, but at least a covered assigned parking space. So anyways, that is a quick tour of my current living arrangement and a little bit about what I'm looking for in a current place. Thank you very much.